Hello, Love 52. How are you? Hey, this is Thursday of week 31, and we're identifying if we have hate in our life or not. We're identifying this week. I'm wanting you to look at that. I think it's a fact that if I'm holding on to hate towards anyone, it requires some of the energy that I'd much rather give to people who are important in my life and to myself. But I've got to spend maybe a smidgen of energy holding on to the hate. Maybe in your mind you're thinking, well, it's only, a 1/10%. In my mind, that's a waste, because I could take that 1/10% and be a much better investor in my life. I'm not saying you have to, but for me, I don't want to waste the interest, time, energy, and attention that I have. I only have so much in a day. And so I don't want to waste it on spending it in negativity or even investing it in people who I don't want to spend time with. If I don't want to spend time with them, why do I want to freely just give them a smidgen of my energy? And the answer is I don't want to. So I was going to give you some tips this week on maybe ways that you can stop adding hate in your life. One of the things I do, and it didn't start with, hate and love. I'll give you a little background. See, I don't use labels. I don't put labels on people. They play baseball. I don't just think they're just a baseball player. Somebody surfs. I don't just think they're a surfer. Somebody does art. They're not just an artist. Somebody bakes. They're not just a baker. You get the point. There's I think probably 15 to 30 labels all of us have. So why pick one? Why put somebody in a box? I decided I don't do that. This goes way back to the 1900s when I was working in a hospital, and Dr. Sinton, Raja, Johnson, these people, came in doing their job, and they were very friendly. They were very kind with people, but they would identify people as their diagnosis. And then family members would come to visit, and they'd identify the individual as their diagnosis. And then the individual themselves took on the identity as, this is who I am. I am the diagnosis. That's the background. That's how I got here, with not using labels, not putting labels on people, not putting people in a box. But here's what it does as far as hate. See, if somebody cuts me off, there's an emotion, right? If I'm driving on the freeway, somebody cuts in front of me, there's a few emotions. One, shocked, surprised, maybe scared, maybe afraid. On the freeway, what you see, you don't see those. You see mad, angry, frustrated, stuff like that, because those are there too. My hypothesis is, if somebody cuts in front of me and I experience any of those emotions, if I say nothing in my head, if I do not label them, if I don't label them out loud, if I don't yell, oh, you jerk, oh, you a-hole, if I don't do any of that, I just gather myself, realize I'm safe, and continue on, maybe be irritated. But if I say nothing and don't even label them in my head, not even quietly, the negative emotions will only last, I'm guessing, 15 seconds. One day I might do a research on this. The negative emotion only lasts 15 seconds, or until I'm off the freeway, or until they're out of my view. So maybe that's 2 minutes. But here's what happens if I put a label just in my head. If I think, oh, that jerk, that a-hole, that, reckless drive, whatever it is. If I label them in my head or out loud, either one, I'm going to prolong the existence of those negative emotions. And if I call them names, chances are, when's the last time you called somebody a jerk and thought fondly of them? No. Usually that magnifies the emotion, and it probably even brings in additional thoughts and feelings. For instance, maybe hate. Maybe you say things like, oh, I hate drivers like that. Oh, you think it's just words, but it's in you. It's an emotion. It's a feeling. It's a thought. Oh, I hate drivers like that. Oh, I hate jerks who do that. Oh, I hate, and it goes on and on and on. So chances are you might say, oh, well, I don't say I hate the jerks. My guess is it's nearby. And so here's what I suggest. Maybe for the rest of today, whatever day you're watching this, or maybe for 2 days or for a week, just be aware of when you use labels and stop. And instead of using a label, identify what's going on. Oh, that really bothers me when people cut in front of me, and it startles me, it scares me. It's upsetting that people are not more conscientious of drivers. Use a complete sentence. And I think what you'll find is that you will not have as much negative emotion experienced in that moment and beyond. See what happens. No labels. Look, I don't even use really positive labels, because if I use positive labels, I'm inviting the use of negative labels. But we'll talk more about that. Maybe just for today. No labels. At least it's a start. No negative labels. Give it a shot. And you'll see when you get where you're going on the road, or when you get, whatever's going on in your life, those experiences will not interfere with loving the people who are important in your life. Give it a shot, and we'll talk more about this probably tomorrow. All right, take care, spread love, accept the love others want to give you, love yourself. All right, take care, bye.